I looked at her. She looked at me. And I looked at her. I'm gonna tell you about a fun interaction that I had with a customer not very long ago involving a tarp. Something very simple item, nothing complicated about a tarp, right? You would think there would be nothing complicated about a tarp. But somehow, people find a way to make things that are so simple immensely complicated and also funny. Here's my story. So a couple weeks ago, I'm at work. I'm walking down the aisles, doing my thing like I usually do. And you pretty much know how in retail you know that someone looks perplexed. You can just tell when a customer is like gonna ask you a question and you know that it's gonna be annoying and stupid, so you kind of try to avoid them. So you kind of find a way to go around them to where they won't see you. That didn't work for me in this case because I was blocked by a bunch of customers, so I wasn't really able to kind of go by them without them seeing me. And of course, this is one of those moments where, the only moment where people can tell that you work there. The one moment where you want to be incognito and not visible, they apparently just laser focus on you at that one moment. When 99% of the time, people will ask you,
do you work here? Do you work here?
Do I work here? Well, I'm wearing the same shirt as everybody else. I have a name tag like everybody else. I've been over here working. No, I don't work here. Peace out. That's what all of us want to do. We want to say, nah, I don't work here. That guy does. Point to a customer that's just shopping. That'd be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? If you've been there, it's annoying to be asked, do you work here? But this person clearly knew that I worked here. And what's more annoying about it is that my back was turned and I was facing the other direction.
Excuse me, do you work here?
You know how you do like that? That's how you do whenever someone asks you that, when you're facing the opposite direction, not making eye contact, and it's annoying. How do you know I work here now, but you didn't know I worked here before? That kind of thing that's really fucking annoying. So I turn around and I'm like, yes, ma'am, what can I do for you? And she's like, I have a question about this tarp. Now, when someone asks me a question about something so simple, I'm at this point, I'm like, I can't wait to find out what this question is. Because this is instantly turned from this person annoying me and me wanting to get away from them to me just very curious about what they're going to ask me, because I just know there's something stupid coming, but I don't know what it is yet, but it's so much fun because I'm like, oh, I can't wait to tell people about this because I know this is going to be stupid. So she has a tarp in her hand, and I asked her, what can I help you with? And she says,
I need a tarp that's going to cover a small car.
She's like, I don't know how big it is exactly. I just know it's like a normal car. I'm like, okay, so it's like a 2-door, a 4-door, like a Nissan, like what is it exactly? So I told her, okay, well, get something bigger than you think you need to make sure you can cover the whole thing. Just to be safe, so you're not getting like a 5x7. Obviously that's not gonna cover. It might cover like a Miata or, you know, a go-kart or something like that. So get something like a 10x20, 8x10, something that's gonna cover it, depending on how much of it you wanna cover. You know, giving her kind of an estimate of like 8x11, 8x12, 9x12 is a good one. Let's go with the 9x12. That's kind of how the conversation went. Go with like a 9x12. That'll cover the length of the vehicle and the width of the vehicle just fine. And she's sitting here staring at the numbers on it. And I'm just like, oh, here it comes. Oh, here it comes. Oh, she's going to say something so stupid right now. Oh my God, what is she going to say right now? What is she going to say? Is there a camera on me right now? Now, I didn't know what she was going to say. So this woman asked me,
Okay, Now, this says 9 by 12. Okay, is that 9 foot wide or 9 foot long?
And I said, well, it's both. And she looked at me like, and then she looked down at the tarp, and she looked back up at me, and I remember thinking, what do you not understand about that? What is the... So I'm just getting more excited about, okay, this is going to get dumber than I thought it ever would. And she says, well, how do I know if it's... How do I know which is which? Like, is it... I mean, if this is a 9 by 12, is it 9 foot wide? Like, she's repeating me what I just said. Like, is it 9 foot wide or is it 9 foot long? And again, I said, well, it's both. And she said, well, how can it be both? If it's 9 by 12 versus 12 by 9, wouldn't a 12 foot by 9 be 12 foot wide and 9 foot long? And that wouldn't fit my car. That wouldn't make sense. That doesn't fit. Do you have a 12 by 9? I was like, no. No, because usually the small number is first, like 5 by 7, 4 by 6, 20 by 30. Trust me, a 9 by 12 is going to fit your car just fine. It's going to fit. It's just fine. It doesn't matter which way, what it is, what the numbers say, it's going to be fine. And she was like,
are you sure?
I went from being like laughing on my inside to being like wanting to shake this woman because she was so stupid. Like, she didn't understand how it worked. Like, we went back and forth for a minute where I was like, no, you see, if you have a sheet of paper, right? Okay, if it's 12 foot long or 12 inches and 9 inches across, that's 9 by 12. You turn it the other way, it's also 9 by 12. And she says to me,
but that wouldn't fit my car. If my car is 9 by 12, a 12 by 9 wouldn't fit my car.
and I said, what? And she was like, is there someone else here that can help me? Now, when a customer says that to you, is there someone else that can help you? It's basically them saying that, like, okay, you're not telling me what I want to hear, and I want someone that's going to tell me what I want to hear, kind of a thing. Like really? You think that I'm not understanding this? I was like, I can promise you that everybody else is going to say the exact same thing. 9 by 12 and 12 by 9 are exactly the same thing. I thought at that point she would be like, okay, well, I'm going to try it, and if it don't work, whatever. But that wasn't enough for this moron. She was adamant that that wouldn't work. So long story short, I stabbed her in the face. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need people like that on the world. That tarp came in handy though. 12 by 9 was exactly the right size. It got so bad that I had to literally go grab a piece of paper, a regular piece of printer paper, and show her, okay, this paper like this, here to here, say that's 9 inches, aka 9 foot, okay? Here to here, it's 12 inches, or 12 foot, right? If your car is positioned this way, this works, right? That'll work, right? She said, oh, okay, yeah, that'll work. But what if, but then I challenged her. I said, okay, what if it's a sheet of paper that's 9 down by 12 across? And she was like,
that's what I'm saying, it's not gonna work.
and I think I had an aneurysm. It's the exact same size, genius. I didn't say that to her exactly. Just when you think you've gotten across to people, they just proved to you another step that they're just dumb as shit. And I think maybe it's just that they're too arrogant to admit that they're fucking stupid. This woman literally said to me,
okay, I'll get it, but if it doesn't fit, can I bring it back?
go fuck yourself. True story. So yeah, that's a true story from work. I got plenty of these. I gain more every single day almost. Literally on the way home every day, there's an idiot that I think of, or an interaction that happens. I'm sure you all have those too. Comment below some of your funny interactions and stupid questions and things that have happened, and I'll continue to share more stories of just ridiculous things that customers have said to me. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Peace.